Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. Then I'd be able to send my best to your inbox on a daily basis, and I'd really appreciate it. If you like our watches, you can see them and buy them on our website, thewatchbox.com. Buy, trade, and sell luxury watches on thewatchbox.com. Today we're discussing the Rolex Oyster Perpetual Submariner 116618LB Lunette Bleu, a gorgeous blue Serichrome bezel with a gloss blue dial base and a full yellow gold case bezel and bracelet. This is a sensational look. It's a little bit Smurf, but I'd say this one's distinctly more Papa Smurf than the standard white gold because this watch styles. 40 millimeters across the round of the case, and we are in the era of the super case here. You can see that the watch has a broad, squared-off stance, almost more like a cushion than a round case. Now, 40 millimeters is not including crown or crown guard. The watch is relatively slim, though. At 12.6 millimeters thick, you'll find this one will wear easily under a dress cuff or a tight sleeve. From lug to lug, the case measures 48 millimeters, but because, let's face it, everyone's going to wear it on the bracelet, we're going to measure solid end link to solid end link. Then the distance across the wrist is a more robust and contemporary 51 millimeters. All in yellow gold, solid center links, solid end links, full milled out clasp. And of course that broad squared off super case profile. This watch is heavy on the wrist. It's a pleasurable kind of heft though, not obtrusive, simply a reminder that you're wearing something of true quality. Now today Rolex watches are so solid that the full yellow gold watch of today feels as hefty and substantial as the full platinum Rolex of yesteryear. The bracelet is typical 3-link Oyster, polished outer flanks, satin shoulders, polished center. You can see on the underside, plenty of gaps between the links to avoid pinching skin or pulling hair, as well as plenty of ventilation to aerate the wrist on a hot day. The clasp is simple but solid. Milled from the hole, you can see how complex the mechanism has become in the modern era. No more stamped clasps here, and you can see this being a flagship model, it has a fully finished internal, polished on both sides with no machining marks evident. Of course, this being a Rolex Submariner, not an Air King or Milgauss, you get the full glide lock, 20 millimeters of adjustment in 2 millimeter increments. You lock the system in place when you find the size that you like. Of course, this is not Patek Philippe, which incomprehensibly uses pins and sleeves on the Nautilus. Here we have screws for removing sizable links. The case itself is classic Rolex super case. It's now been around for 13 years since that first 2005 GMT, and having joined the Submariner family in 2008, it looks quite at home. Substantial and stocky, the watch looks bigger than its 40 millimeter measurement. Now the timepiece does have polished flanks and satin finished lug hoods. You'll also note that the flank of the bezel is all of high polish, and the bezel itself is a combination of yellow gold and blue Serichrome. Serichrome is ceramic. This is something that is beautiful, glossy, keyed to the blue gloss tone of the dial base, and also effectively as scratch resistant as Sapphire. So if you're not one to shatter, scuff, or chip a Sapphire, you're probably never going to put a mark on the Serichrome. The advantage over older anodized aluminum being its scratch resistance. And you'll also note that all of the wells within the Serichrome have been filled with a yellow gold deposit for high contrast and permanent bonding of the one to the other. Luminescent pearl at 12 o'clock. Rolex, along with Panerai, boasts some of the best dive bezels in the business. They feel good, they sound good, they're crisp, the detent is sharp, and you can line up that luminescent pearl with the minute hand, and now you've got a wonderful impromptu 0 to 60 minute timer. I find this is actually more useful. Imagine the tiny constrained subdials of a Daytona when you're trying to time minutes, and then remember the fact that this gives you a full 60-minute sweep, and you'll agree with me, the dive bezel is the best chronograph ever created. Gloss blue dial base, this gloss blue dial matches the Serichrome blue, and it's a handsome combination. They're nicely keyed to each other. I prefer this particular arrangement of gloss style to match the gloss bezel. With yellow gold hands and yellow gold indices, you'll note another change for the sub C generation, that is the ceramic bezel sub with the super case, bigger indices than in the past. Of course, everything on the gold that isn't printed is either blue lacquer or yellow gold to avoid tarnishing or oxidation with time, and you will note Cyclops Eye magnifier, quick set date that you can rapidly cycle should the watch run down or encounter an irregular length month. I may as well wind this one up so you can see a little bit of caliber 3135 in action. Of course, the watch, water resistant to 300 meters, features a screw-down Rolex trip-lock crown in yellow gold. 300-meter water resistance, screwed in Oyster caseback, not much to see, but many ask to see the caseback of solid caseback watches. So the timepiece features a 3135 automatic winding with bidirectional action that is very smooth. A jeweled staff and twin Teflon coated reversing wheels ensures that this is a very smooth, inaudible, almost impossible to sense type of automatic winder. The polar opposite of a Valjoux 7750. No wobble or rattle from this one. The 48-hour reserve combining with the hacking or stop seconds as well as the quick set date, so you can always precisely synchronize your watch to a known accurate reference time. Full balance bridge with a free-sprung index for shock resistance. Breguet over coil hairspring for concentric beating in any position with respect to gravity that helps the watch to be adjusted in multiple positions to earn a COSC chronometer certification, which it has. However, the watch also boasts a in-case regulation, which is to say Rolex takes the certified bare movement, cases it up, and then tests it to make sure that it meets and exceeds COSC timing standards as a fully cased up watch. Not all brands do this. You can see this handsome Rolex Oyster Perpetual Submariner in yellow gold with gloss dial and purchase it on our website. And of course you can see Rolex's signature blue chromolite lume. Easy to read, all three hands, indices, and luminescent pearl. You can see this blue and yellow gold Rolex sub by the light of day on thewatchbox.com.